Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video about all my palettes, and this includes any contour palettes, any eyeshadow palettes, any concealer palettes, anything that I have. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. So I'm going to start with some of my Tarte palettes. I have about 2 or 3 palettes. I think this is one of the ones that I've recently purchased maybe like a year ago, and this is the Golden Days and Sultry Nights palette. This one has about 3, 4, 5 eyeshadow palettes in it, or eyeshadows I'm sorry, in it, and they look like this. I love this palette for the packaging and how pretty it is. It has like the gold in the back and all around in the sides, but I don't love the eyeshadows, and I'm gonna be completely honest for the reason why. This eyeshadow is the only one that works. I love Tarte, it's one of my favorite brands, but this eyeshadow is really the only one that works. The other three eyeshadows here, they're very how do I say it, like they fall, like they have a lot of fallout. So if I apply that eyeshadow, most likely I'm applying it and it's just falling right down here, and I actually don't get any product on my actual eyelids. So that's the reason I really don't like it. This brown one here, like I said, is really the only one that works. It's the only one that I can actually blend and it won't fall out. The white one, it doesn't show up this color. Like, it disappears as soon as you put it on your eyelids. So that's the reason I don't love this one. They're very pretty. The color looks amazing on this box, but when you try it on, it does not look the same. So that's the reason I don't like it. As far as this one goes, this is like the perfect just like transition shade. So I do love the color of that one, but that's really it. The packaging is amazing. Would I go ahead and buy another one of these? No. I bought it for the packaging itself because I thought it was super pretty and it was limited edition, so I purchased it. I think it was like $24 at the time. Or I'm sorry, it was probably like $32 at the time. Now it's down to like 24 or something like that. But would I repurchase it? No. So this is the Tarte Golden Days and Sultry Nights. And like I said, I love the packaging. It's super cute, but I would not repurchase it. Another one by Tarte is my Tarte Poppy Picnic palette. That's a mouthful. And same thing, beautiful packaging. I love the packaging, but this one, the eyeshadows actually work, so that's what I love about it. The packaging is amazing and the actual eyeshadows are amazing. These are the eyeshadows. It has 6 eyeshadows and 1 blush. My favorite eyeshadow is this white one because it's just the most beautiful shade just to put all over your eyelid before you apply any actual color to it. And the rest are just these 2 are brown and these 2 are pink, and that one's like a darker, or actually it's like a lighter brown than this one. But I love this palette. It's definitely worth the buy. I don't remember what the price was. I think it was around $30 as well. But this one is definitely worth the buy. I think they still have it out. It's also limited edition, so if you guys like it, go ahead and find it and purchase it because they are, I think they're all limited edition, like with the pretty packaging. So you guys should definitely go and find it. My next palettes are going to be by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And these palettes are by far my favorite eyeshadow palettes ever. Better than the Naked palettes, better than any palette I've ever tried. And the reason for that being is the color selection is just amazing. I don't always wear these eyeshadows because they do have like purples and oranges and, you know, greens, but the color selection is amazing. This is my Lavish palette, which no longer is no longer available, but it's just amazing. It has the color Cream, Antique, Rum Cake, Moss, Truffle, Ballet, Orange Soda, Sienna, Pink Sapphire, and Black Diamond. And it's just the most amazing palette. Like the main colors that I focus on are Cream, Ballet, Orange Soda, Rum. I also like Pink Sapphire, but I don't use it that much because it's like that purpley one. And this is my favorite palette of all time. I purchased it at, I think, on their website or something. So yeah, this one's one of my favorites. They're super pigmented. They blend really well. They're like my favorite palettes by Anastasia. My next favorite palette is the Shadow Couture palette, also by Anastasia, and the reason for this being my favorite is the color selection. It is just amazing. It is like super pigmented. The colors are super bright. Some of them are just fall colors. They're beautiful. I love them. I haven't dug into all of them just because I don't want to go like with a really blended smoky eye or a really intense color, like just to do to run errands or pick up my daughter from school or anything like that. But they're really nice. I'm super excited to try more of these colors out, and this is one of my favorites. It's definitely worth the buy. It's only about $30. Again, I get the discount, so you guys don't have to feel pressure to go out and actually buy this for the full price. But yeah, it's one of my favorites. I definitely recommend it. Another one by Anastasia is my my contour kit. This is a powder kit, and I've had this for quite a while. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't love it just because powder isn't my thing. I prefer cream contour, but I love it to set. I mean, I use this shade and this shade to set, and I think those are, I'm not sure the colors, but I'll go ahead and list them down below. But this is a nice palette. I mean, if you guys are in for a nice contour with using powders, this would definitely be worth it. But for me, I don't really love powders for my contour. I like creams, and I'll show you guys the next palette in a second. It is a cream contour one, and that one's so much better, and I'll show you guys that now. I just purchased this about 2 days ago. I'm sorry, not 2 days ago. I purchased this about a week ago. It got here yesterday, and it's awesome. It looks like this. The colors are amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the shades that I use. For my concealer, I went ahead and used these two shades, this one here and this one here. And for my contour, I used this one here. And I just love it. It blends really well. The concealers I'm not crazy about, but the contour I love. So if you guys are looking for this palette, I think it's about $40 or $50. Again, I get the pro discount, so you guys you know, don't feel pressured to go out and buy it just because I'm posting about it. It's definitely worth the buy, I'll tell you guys that much. But don't feel pressured to buy it. There's a lot of dupes for these products, so you guys don't have to feel like you need to go out and splurge on these. Next is my Brow Pro palette, and this one I got before I had the pro discount, and I got it for full price. I don't think it's worth it if you don't do other people's makeup, because it has all the shades and you don't need all the shades for yourself. I only use ash brown and sometimes the dark brown. I try to stick with the ash because I don't want my eyebrows to look too red or anything like that. But I love it. I love this shade, and I love that it comes with a little primer so that you can set your eyebrows, because mine's tend to get a little bit crazy, so I like to set them with that. My next one is my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. And this one, I wasn't going to purchase it because I'm not really into Morphe, but once I purchased it and I tried it, I have to say it is awesome. The eyeshadows are super blendable. The color selection is amazing, and I know Jaclyn Hill picked these colors herself, so I would give it a thumbs up because I love it. I haven't dug into all the colors. Mostly I stick with like these purples, the browns, the orangey colors. I stick with those colors more, but I would definitely repurchase this if they had it again. And I ran out because I have the complete palette still, but if they resold it again and I was completely out, I would repurchase it. Another palette that I've talked about, I'm not going to talk about in this video too much because I've already mentioned all the colors that are inside, is my MAC palette that I created myself. I chose all these eyeshadows myself. I created it myself. You can actually order these online, or I don't think they have them at the store. So I think you have to actually go out and buy the actual colors, but you can buy the eyeshadows themselves. I'll go ahead and name all the eyeshadows down below. They're just very simple colors. It was my first palette from MAC, so I wanted to get colors that I knew how to use, because when I bought this palette, I was into makeup, but I didn't know how to blend that well. I didn't know how to apply my makeup that well, so I just purchased basic brown colors. Next by MAC are these two blush palettes, and they're these. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the colors of each individual blush. Let me just pop it out really fast. So it looks like this. when you take it out. Each individual pan you have to purchase. So this one is Peaches, which everybody talks about because it's just such a pretty orange color. This one is Flower Power, which is super pretty for summer. So this one is Blunt. I like this one, but it's not that blendable. So I don't really use that one for my contour or anything like that. This one is Dolly Mix. It's super pretty, but I just feel like it's really dark on me, so I don't love it. I like to use it on my clients. On my sister it looks nice, but on myself not so much. And this one's Modern Mandarin, which is just like the prettiest orange color. And I think I've showed you guys the other two, which are Harmony and I can't remember the other one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop that out real fast too. Ouch. It's kind of hard to take these out, which is the bad part. I guess you're supposed to like click it here and this is supposed to pop up by itself or something, but it's kind of hard. It doesn't always do that. So this one here is Harmony, which is the one that I use most days. And this one is Peachy Keen. Palettes are two contour palettes that are different brands. One is by Cover FX, and I've spoke about this in I think another video. I just love it because I love this shade for contouring. I now found new shades that I like to contour with, so I haven't used this one recently, but I just love the color selection. It is in N medium, and it has these 4 colors. I don't really use the concealers because I feel like I don't really like concealing with the like creamy shades. I'm sorry, with the creamy concealers. I like the liquid ones better. I don't know if that's just me or that's everybody else. I don't love this shade. This one's the one I go more for. So if they actually made this one by itself in like an individual little pan, I would definitely just go buy this one. Next one is also a contour kit, is this Shade and Light palette. Everybody uses this one. I love it. I know I told you guys I don't really like powder contour, but for some reason this shade here is like the first shade and it's just amazing. I like to also apply these 2 colors to set my under eye concealer. I don't use it every day. Like I said, I'm more into cream contour. I've been using, I went from the Bobbi Brown Stick Foundation to contour with, and now I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills cream contour palette. So I switch back and forth because I've been buying all kinds of different makeup. I like to experiment with my makeup. But this one is a definitely must have. You guys have to go out and purchase this. It's kind of pricey, but it's definitely worth it. $52 is nothing when you want those sculpted cheeks. Seriously, I'm telling you guys. The next 2 are the Naked 2 and the Naked 3, and I don't want to really do this to them because I know one of them is broken and I don't want the eyeshadow to fall all over my clothes. So now I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. When I first bought it, I loved it for the reason that the shades, it was my first palette that I ever bought. The shades were amazing. Right now it's really broken and cracked and stuff. I haven't used it recently, but the shades are really nice. The golds are really pigmented. They're very shiny. They look really nice. I just haven't used them because I moved on to bigger and better things. I'm just kidding. No, I just don't use them anymore because I just don't have time to wear each eyeshadow in my eyeshadow palettes every day. And this one is the 3, and it's just super nice. I love the colors. They're super cute. Purples and golds and pinks, and like these darker colors are just amazing. So they are worth the buy. But if I was gonna go and if I knew about them already and I was gonna go out and buy eyeshadows, I would not go directly towards the Naked ones. I didn't buy the Naked Smoked one just because it's not my thing anymore. It used to be my thing. Now I'm like digging into the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones. I like those better for some reason. But yeah, if you guys are beginners or you guys just want to have, you know, it's 12 colors in one eyeshadow palette, so it's really good. The price is not that bad for 12 eyeshadows. It's $50 and you get 12, so that's pretty good. The next one is my cream color palette. It's a concealer palette by Ben-Nye. I hope you guys can see it because it's going to be kind of, my lighting is like making it all shiny. So it just comes with 12 concealer shades, and the reason I like this is because some of these shades cover up a lot. So if you guys have like really bad under eye circles or anything like that, these will cover them up. I like this because when I do makeup on my clients, I like to cover up their dark circles or any imperfections that they have. This works great for that. I can't remember how much I bought it for. I bought it a long time ago, but I do like it. It's worth it because, like I said, it has different shades. That's my daughter. It has different shades to correct with, so that's really nice. I like that it has a big selection to choose from. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my eyeshadow palettes, or all my actual palettes. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my palettes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video.